Hi guys, and welcome to a new doll box opening and review video. So, what happened was that there was the Kiki Pop event at the Azone store. So normally the Kiki Pop event is always in a different location, and you have the display of the Kiki Pop that the Azone store actually sell, like the entire history of them. And you also have the display of the one-of-a-kind dolls that are for sale. And you have a little area where you can dress up some Kiki Pops if you want to, and a place to take picture of your own doll. But this time, probably because of COVID and because like a lot of places are sort of closed down, the Kiki Pop event was at the Azon store, and of course it was just the display of the Kiki Pop like any usual Azon display event. So it was not like a super huge Kiki Pop event. Like normally the event is like on 3 days. This time it was a few weeks, but instead of being Kiki Pop only, you had the entire store around you. So what else happened to that event? So there is a few things that came up. So first, Azon decided to have those huge bags for sale, bags of Kiki Pops. You could have 10 dolls at once. Problem with that is, well, if you buy 10 Kiki Pops, that's a lot of money at once, so I couldn't do that. And the other thing was, they sort of mixed up. So you had one doll of each series inside the bag, and there was like two different versions. And my problem is I already have the previous series like further down the line, like the first, second, third, fourth. What I was missing was the latest one. So I decided to pass because, well, like no point to buy 10 dolls if you actually need only 4. So yeah, so that's not cool. Other thing is they actually have the earlier series back in store. So if you go to the Amazon store, you can actually buy them. They have like even the first version probably there. Like they had a few. I don't know if they displayed everything they had because they had like one of each basically on display for sale. But otherwise, well, the newer version also are on sale. So if you really want to keep it, you can go and buy them. They're probably still there even if the event is finished. And the other thing I wanted to tell you was that you're going to see the picture because when I'm done with the opening, I'm going to put up the picture of the Kiki Pop. And you're going to notice that some of the dolls there aren't Kikis. That's because Kinoko Juice actually made new dolls. And those dolls are tiny bit taller than the Kikis. They're super cute too. And so you're going to see like the new ball jointed dolls. They're very expensive at the moment because they're brand new, and you only have the ball jointed doll version in resin, so like a Kiki Pop on the made version. But maybe we can open dream, and maybe sometime Azon will have those too. I don't know. I'm still waiting for Jill to come up on the Azon doll line, so we'll see later. Anyway. So I went to the event, and normally when I go to the event, I always get the limited Kiki Pop. But I was with my husband, and I was like wondering which doll I wanted to take because there was like, no, I'm just missing so many Kiki Pops. It's like I'm probably never gonna get all of them, but anyway. So I was looking at them, and I was like, well, all the new ones are so pale, like they have this very white face color, and I'm like, I'm not so sure that's my favorite skin tone. Like I really like the others, like the natural skin tone, but the so pale one, I'm not sure. So I went around and checked out the other dolls in the store. And what do we have? Well, this one, the plan was for me to go and get her sometime a lot earlier last year, but it didn't happen. And that's the one I really wanted. That's my squirrel. So the little story behind the squirrel was I saw the squirrel at a doll show, and then I told everybody, oh my god, they have a squirrel. And thing is, sometimes proof makes dolls and they don't come out, so I was waiting and waiting for the squirrel to come out, and finally the squirrel came out last year, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get her, but I'm not sure. I really want a squirrel, but yeah, not buying doll at the moment, so I'm not getting her. So when I saw that she was still in store and that she was 10% off, and that she was, you know, there was like only 2 of her left, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get her because otherwise, you know, she's gonna escape again. So I got her. So her name is Veverka. She is a squirrel. She has like a very lovely dress, like all brown and sort of autumn color. So it's kind of bad because now it's winter, but anyway, autumn color. And she has this big squirrel tail right here. So I'm gonna get her out of the box. So let's see, because there is a seal, so it's going to be easier with my scissors. Yeah, I'm sitting at my desk, which makes it a lot easier than usual because I have all my stuff just right here in the drawer. So I can just open the drawer, get my scissors. Anyway, so let's see. It's been quite a while since I made an opening and review video, and it's not the same format as usual because, well, I moved and things moved around and I'm organized a lot differently now, so it's going to be different. So I'm just gonna keep talking and not move the camera at all. So anyway, opening. So the box is actually quite nice. It has squirrel on it, and you have the picture of her at the back. Anyway, so let's see. She's really pretty, isn't she? She has like those freckles on her nose, very like light color freckles. And she has like those ears that we couldn't see before, and the big tail, as I said, and dress. So I'm gonna grab everything out. So let's see here. What's here? So let's open this particular thing here. I think that's a basket. Little basket. Okay. Take off the wire, and we have, oh, so we have a little basket, brown basket with a pink bow and a button, and it doesn't go out, so it has some fruit, nuts maybe inside. So it's a little bit strange because they are sort of like glued on the pillar, so you have like the hot glue at the bottom of the basket, and it's like white thingy going up, and then you have those 4 nuts glued there. Okay, so that's for the basket. What else? So here we have the stand, so I'm gonna do the sides first. So let's remove all the tape. And here we've got the stand that's gonna come out normally. Okay. So that's the bottom part of the stand. So it's like a generic Pullip stand in this sort of golden, I don't know, golden it's a very generic one, like they didn't do anything to it. So that's that. Then what? Okay, so at the bottom we have the other part of the stand. So let's see, if I remove all the tape all the way, it should get freed. That's a lot of tape, as you can see. Okay, so I push it all the way because it might be attached to the other thing. So the top of the stand So just building up. Okay, let's put it in the hole and that's it. Okay, and here, so no, okay, so the tape needs to go away because otherwise it's gonna stuck into something, possibly my hair as well, so not a good idea. Okay, rid of the tape. So now we have this part here to get rid of so that we can free the tail of the squirrel. It's so fluffy. Oh, it's a nice texture. It's like it's really soft and fluffy, and so it has something to attach. So it's probably you have big buttons, so it's probably go onto her somehow. I don't know. Oh, and I think, yeah, look at that. There is a wire inside of the squirrel tail, so you can move it around. So it's like this very soft and fluffy brown, light brown thing, and then you have 3 stripes, and you have this crochet here and the buttons at the bottom or at the top. We'll see how it goes. So now let's take care of the doll herself. So there is this big tape, and I'm gonna go from the top to the bottom, taking care of the big piece of tape at the back. I can remove it all the way down, and it broke into pieces, so I have to go from all the way down. Okay, almost there. So that it cut into 3 different pieces, but now it's done. Okay, tape. Put it in the bin. Okay, so now let's see. Here we have the plastic that goes around the head. Okay, so that plastic part is completely out of the box, so it's not holding her anymore. But she seems to be having some sort of. I think it goes underneath her headpiece, so I'm gonna have to be careful with that. And then the plastic part that is under, that goes around her neck. I got it too. I pull it all the way through, so no problem. It's not gonna scratch her when I pull it her. Now we have the plastic around her waist. So let's pull the plastic around the waist. Okay, so that's done too, completely out. And then we have the plastic at the bottom around her legs. That's the last part here around the legs. Okay, so normally if I pull on her, she should be. She's not. Ha! She's not coming out. What the hell is going on, guys? Okay, so it looks like there is something going on with extra plastic around her head, so I'm going to remove. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the headpiece like this. Okay, put it down. It's behind the rest of her hair, so you can't. And then you have extra tape that's actually attached. The plastic I removed from the pattern, and loops. Here we go. Magic happened. Free the doll. Woohoo! Okay, so now what do we have? My favorite part. So remove this one. That's not my favorite part, but you know what my favorite part is. Like, it's probably everybody's favorite part. So let me put up. That's pretty nice. It looks like it's attached well around her neck. Anyway, my favorite part. Yay! That's so comfortable. Oh, it's so nice. Look at how they stay together. Same on the other side. Yay! That's satisfaction. Okay, so here we go. So this is Veverka and she's completely free and there is no plastic anywhere. Let's see, no plastic on, wow, super cool shoes. Okay guys, so it's also time for the review, I suppose. So what do we have? Let's start as usual, if I can fold her arm properly. Which direction? Okay, here. Here we go. Arm folded. Okay, so let's start at the top. So we have headpiece. So it's a squirrel type of headpiece. So you have the same brown color, fluffy thing, very soft at the top. That makes little ears, and you have the 3 stripes at the top, and you also have lace on the front and at the back, and you have nuts here near her, one of her ears. That's the same nuts that we had in the basket. And then she also has those super soft and cute earpieces that is attached. Yeah, it's one piece. And it has nuts there too, in felt. And the inside is made of brown fabric. Here we go. And it's attached, so you have these nuts in this at the center. It's an acorn at the center of the pieces. So it's attached around her neck. So they actually attach it at the front. So it goes behind her hair and then attached at the front with just some piece of lace. Just a little knot there. So it's not even around her neck. Like sometimes they make it like several rounds around the neck, but not this time. So she also comes with this little cover for her shoulders. So what do we have? We have the same brown fabric, very soft and fluffy. And we have a darker brown fluffy fabric underneath. Cute little buttons. They aren't functional. I don't think they are functional. Are they functional? I've got to try and see if they're functional. Let me think. So they are functional. So little wooden buttons, functional wooden buttons, and this little ribbon to close the piece that she has on top of her shoulder. Let me try and open the second one. It would be easier to do it with 2 hands than 1 hand. Okay, here we go. So that's it. And at the back here, you have a little loop, which is for this crochet here. So those two are going to go together, so our tail is going to stay stuck here. And somehow I'm going to figure out, yeah, the buttons here. So when I'm going to attach the tail, she needs to wear this, and she has the button. Okay, we're doing good. This is not attached strongly enough. I'm gonna have to make the knot better because it's falling over again and again. Okay, so what do we have underneath? So she is wearing a shirt. Let me see. Yeah, that's not a shirt, that's a dress actually. So she has a dress, a pink dress with a different little flower on the fabric, and it goes all the way down here. That's the first piece of the dress with lace at the front, little bows with pearls, and it goes completely down more. Here you can see you have decoration at the front, And we have the same part here that we had on the jacket. So the hem of the jacket is this fluffy white piece that is also part of the underdress. That's not the underdress, that's the middle part of the dress. Because on top of it, she has this part that is like more autumn color, things with a multiple, like blue, green, black, red, darker red, gray, flowery and square and stuff. So it's like a sort of mix of like patchwork looking thing. With an acorn pocket, functional pocket in shape of an acorn, non-functional decorative buttons on both sides. Are they symmetrical? Yeah, they're not completely symmetrical. You actually have the brown here, the darker brown, red, but here you have a blackish button. I don't know if you see that because the light isn't. So that's a blackish button, but on the other side it's like brown and flowery circles inside. And on the hem we have some sort of lace thingy, some fringe, and some more lace at the bottom on a white fabric. And underneath all that we have the underskirt. Wait, no, the thing I said was the underskirt is actually attached to the pink dress. It's like sort of velour fabric, darker pink, and it's yeah, it makes it actually look better than if it was just a pink one. It looks more complete with that, I think. So it's really nice. And what else? So we have I showed you the big button here. And we also have the shoes. She has super cool shoes. It's all plastic, so it's not like crazy cool shoes, but the thing is it has a lot of design. So it's all complete plastic, it's made in one piece. She doesn't even have socks. Poor baby, she doesn't have socks. So she has those boots. It's sort of a brown burgundy color. It has a lot of texture on it, and it has black shoelaces which are also plastic, and the brown sole of the feet. So yeah, basically that's what we got. I need to make sure that this can stay. And of course her hair, so she has a wig, brown red hair sort of wig, which is separated into two pieces. It's actually a nice wig, like you cannot see the skull, you cannot even see the fabric on which the hair is attached, so it's really nice. Oh, you can see it like the swing part here a little bit. But if you put this on, you can't see anything whatsoever, so it's nice. So let's have a look at her face up too. So she has brown hair, brown eyes, brown eyebrows with a little touch of pink. And she has a black line on top of her eye, followed with a pink line and a brown line. And she has like tiny little eyelashes, all black, like very generic eyelashes. And she has little freckles, like light color freckles. And she has blush on the cheeks. And she has pinkish orange lips. So like she has a very natural look to her, like she's not wearing tons of makeup. And let's see, if we close her eyelid. Okay, so she has green eyelid on this side. And on the other side, yeah, same green eyelid with a black edge. So here we go. So that's all, I guess. I think I want to try and put on the tail, obviously, because she can't be a full squirrel without her tail. So I have to put this back first. Let's see. First a little coat. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. That's one button done. Then the other one. Okay, done. And tail. So we have this big button. I think it goes that way. It has to go down because then you have to fold it up. Okay. Okay. So I've got the button done. I'll show you. So you have to put it down like this, and then you have to fold it up somehow so that you can use the crochet to put on the loop. Let's see. Can I open the crochet at all? It looks like it's a bit stuck, honestly. Okay, it's not stuck anymore. I have my nail in between the crochet pieces. Okay. Can I put the loop through? It doesn't open quite enough. Oh, okay, done. Yep. Okay, so you have the tail attached to with the crochet to the button, and so you have to bend the tail a little bit like this. Yeah, that looks nice. Don't you think that looks nice? She's got her tail on. Perfect squirrel. Here we go. So yeah, it looks okay. I'm a little bit afraid that the tail is going to pull too hard on the jacket and like pull up the loop, but I think it's okay. It's not that heavy, so it should be fine. But I'm gonna bend it a little bit more to make sure that it doesn't pull so much. But I think it's okay. And this needs to be fixed. I'm gonna like undo the knots there. And I'm going to try and get it a little bit fixed better, and then I'm gonna take picture and I'm gonna show you the pictures, and I'm gonna show you also the picture of the Kiki Pop Festival because you want to see that too. So just enjoy the picture and see you next time for something else. Have fun whatever you do. Bye.